If you take a look at the layout page in the documentation, so if you click on layout and you go down to responsive utilities, you see a page that will show you how to do two things: how to use classes for hiding and showing cells at various breakpoints, and then also classes for showing and hiding content for printers or to be printed out on a physical piece of paper. And so I'm not going to talk about the print classes. That's not going to be so fun to talk about, but we will be focusing mostly on just hiding and showing cells for the various breakpoints. So you might want to display some content whenever there's more screen real estate. So you want to hide that content anytime when there's just simply not enough room to display it. It might be images, might be video, might be just text that would be more appropriate in a larger form factor, or the opposite might be true. There's certain information that may only apply whenever you're viewing it on a mobile device, so you want to hide that information anytime you get to, let's say, a medium size or larger. And so there are a series of classes that will allow you to do this. And essentially, you are specifying ranges. So in other words, there is a series of hidden star up classes and hidden star down classes. So this would be like, for example, hidden MD up. And in that case, and they give the example here, if you choose that class, then it will hide the cell on not only medium, but then also anything larger than that. That would be large and extra large as well. And then the opposite of that, the hidden star down, in the case of hidden MD down, it would hide the extra small, small, and medium viewport breakpoints. Okay, so let's just and you can see here one of the things that they suggest is try not to use these to essentially create two different versions of your website. It might be tempting to completely hide and show things to the point where your CSS is so complex, it's really not all that maintainable and may not even be all that usable. So instead, you should use them to complement each device's presentation. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and experiment a little bit with this idea. I'm going to add another new page to our project called Hiding Cells. And we'll start, as we always do, with our template, copying its contents into our new hidingcells.html page. And I'll go ahead and remove all of the existing cells from our page. And we'll start by adding a new cell. So div, and we'll start with the cell class so we can see this. And I'm going to begin by just defining a series of cells using 2 columns each. And we'll use that a number of times to experiment with. For example, let's start with hidden MD up. And so we'll use the hidden, and you can see all of the versions here of hidden. And we'll go MD up, and then let's do the opposite of that, hidden MD down. And so we'll go and change this to down. Now, what would you expect to happen here when we hit the MD size? Well, it's not going to be shown. In fact, at that point, there won't be anything displayed, probably, right? So let's go ahead and test that theory. All right, so let's start here by resizing. And remember, this is what the current setting is. So this cell will be hidden anytime we hit medium and up. Currently, we're in extra small. And so in the extra small, we can still see this cell. In the small, we'll be able to see it, but when we hit medium, we won't be able to see it at all. In fact, we see nothing until we move up to the large size, at which point everything will be hidden from MD down. So anything medium, small, and extra small will be hidden, but it will be visible in large and extra large. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and stop that. And now let's kind of work at the edges of these two. So we'll look at the extra small and extra large just to see how those work as well. So here we'll go XS and up, XS and up, and here we'll go XS and XS, and here we'll go XL. So, and XL, and XL. Okay. Let's go ahead and run it. All right, we'll start with the smallest sizes. And the only things we can see at this point are those things that are hidden, XL and up, and MD and up. Okay, great. So we don't see the other 4 cells that we've defined. All right, so now after we move from the extra small to the small, the hidden XS down now displays. So essentially XS down only applies to extra small, but it might apply to anything that they add in the future. Who knows? Maybe in Bootstrap 5 they add extra, extra small. So now we're going to move from small to medium, and we lose our medium class, both of them. And now let's move on to, so now everything, we're in the large, and so we're hidden MD and down. So that would be medium, small, and extra small. We're hidden XS down, which we knew that would only be hidden under the case of extra small, and then hidden on XL and up, which we would expect to be the exact opposite of hidden XS down. Right, so let's keep going, and now we've hit the XL size, you can tell, because our hidden XL and up is gone. Okay. All right, so these are tricky, and they can be useful, though, to show and hide things based on what screen real estate that you currently have available. Don't forget that we also have similar functionality to show or hide things in a print view. And it seems that I've lost my web page here, but on that same web page that we looked at just a moment ago, the responsive utilities page, we were able to hide things and show things during printing. The other thing that I found interesting was this little grid to actually explain in what scenarios would the various hidden star up and downs being shown. And so that might help if you ever confuse yourself about the use of a various hidden star up or hidden star down class and where you should expect to see it. Okay. And so now we're going to use the hidden star up or the hidden star down classes in the very next video in order to accommodate a situation where we have a single row that has 4 cells, but when we get to a smaller size, we may want those 4 cells to actually be distributed to essentially 2 different rows in an even and equal way. So I'll show you what I'm talking about in the next video. We'll see you there. Thanks.